Hello, Aquarius. We are going to see kind of what's going on with you guys right now. These are general. Take what works and what doesn't work just doesn't work. But let's see what the cards have to say for you. Okay, guys, so let's see what's going on with you. Now, for what the basis of this reading is about, you have the Nine of Pentacles reversed, the Page of Pentacles reversed, the King of Pentacles reversed, the Eight of Wands, and then the Seven of Wands reversed. Now, this is really heavily, this whole reading is really going to be to do with a lot of your finances or things that are more monetary in your life, you know, maybe your sense of security or the more financial aspects, money related, maybe property, things along that lines. It could even be work, something that whatever is making you money or whatever kind of brings you kind of security, I would say. So putting this together, I think there was some kind of almost like codependence on something or someone. You weren't really standing on your own. And I think it could have been like a new business or venture that you were learning, but you might not have been going about it in the most diligent ways. There could have been some type of mishandling or misuse of this opportunity or somebody's power within this opportunity or position within this opportunity. And it almost left you feeling like you just wanted to give up, that you didn't have any fight left in you, that almost like what you were fighting for wasn't actually worth it, or what you were trying to do wasn't actually worth it at all. And it almost like left you feeling kind of just depleted in a sense. But I do think that there's now movement is coming in for you, or you kind of had gone from dealing with this and you've moved forward. So there was definitely some type of movement from this situation, but I think you're still dealing with like the kind of residue of the situation. But in your current energies, you have the Ten of Pentacles with the Knight of Swords. I think you're very set. You've on your long-term goals. I think you're either trying this again or you're gaining the independence from this, or you're standing on your own and you're focusing on your own aspects. Because I feel like there might have been somebody else like mishandling whatever this was, but now you're kind of stepping up to the plate and now you're maybe the one handling the situation or directing it in a different way. But I think you're very focused and very solid mentally about what you need to do going forward. And I think you have your eye on the prize and kind of that end goal. The Ten of Pentacles is something I see that we're always working towards. It's like a lifelong goal. It's something, you know, about your security, your stability, you know, your family, your financial aspects and everything. But I don't always see this as like an overnight thing, but I think you are focused on what you want, the long-term goals, and you're moving forward with that very diligently, which is excellent. But what's coming in for you is the Four of Pentacles with the Nine of Swords reversed. Now, these two together, I kind of feel like you're actually going to be managing your money more effectively. Like you're going to be very much in control of your spending or what's going on regarding this business or whatever this may be for you. I think it's out of almost like the fear or the situation that had gone on, that fear and that stress. Like, I don't want to say that you're releasing it, but now you're starting to maybe kind of the anxiety of that. You're starting to feel more in control. I feel like you're starting to feel more in control of this situation, that you're managing it more effectively. Like you're able to kind of be a little bit more, I don't want to say relaxed with it, because I don't feel like relaxed is the right word. I just think you're not as afraid of your own abilities in handling this. This is what I think I want to say, because the Nine of Pentacles reversed, I feel like you were dependent on somebody else maybe calling the shots or pulling the strings. But these two together, I feel like maybe you had released your fears, or you've seen that you're able to handle this yourself, and you're releasing the fears of actually managing the situation or whatever this is yourself, and you're actually handling it. And I think you're handling it quite effectively. You might be very, very in control of it, but sometimes that's not a bad thing depending on what's going on, because this might be a little bit of rebuilding from a little bit of a disaster, So I think that maybe being a little bit overly in control may not be the worst thing that you could do moving forward regarding the situation, because I think this needs a lot of like real nurturing and real very hands-on, being aware of every little detail going on here, But your challenge regarding this, you have the Knight of Pentacles reversed with the High Priestess. Now, your challenge is to stay persistent. The Knight of Pentacles reversed, he could be a little bit not as diligent, not as methodical as he is in the upright. So I think your challenge is to not get lazy with this, show up, do what you need to do regarding the situation. And I think that your intuition, the High Priestess here I think this is with your intuition kind of telling you that, I think deep down, you need to listen to your intuition. Like if your intuition is saying that you need to kind of push forward, because I wonder if some of you don't really, know exactly the way exactly you want to do this, or you don't have like maybe a set game plan is what I'm getting. Because the Knight of Pentacles upright, I always see him kind of as, he has a game plan. He's slow moving. He's a very slow moving guy. He's not going anywhere quick, but I always see him very diligent and has kind of a game plan. So I wonder if some of you might not necessarily have a game plan, so you might be a little scattered, but your gut is telling you that you need to continue on a certain kind of way. So I think you might need to just be tapping into that intuition. Make sure that you are developing some type of game plan a little bit more with this, or you're remaining in control, because I think this energy is a lot of out of control energy here. This energy here is kind of like you're getting it together, you're kind of in control, but then this energy is like a little bit aimless as well. So your challenge is going to be basically remaining in control and maybe just trusting your gut to a certain degree on some of the things that are going to be coming up. But what's recommended for you is the Tower reverse and the Eight of Cups. So basically, it's recommended that you have like a personal Tower moment, like things that are not working for you within yourself or the way you're doing things. You need to burn it all down. Like you need to come at something completely different. And the Eight of Cups is here is that saying that you need to follow your dreams. Like you need to continue chasing or find the thing that is going to fulfill you. Like find the missing piece that will fulfill you regarding the situation. But I think you need to change drastically some aspects of your life. Now, this really could be that you could be a person that's used to having somebody else handle things, and now you're kind of getting used to doing it yourself to a certain degree, but maybe you're trying to maybe slip back, or you'd prefer somebody else handles it. But this is saying that, if you're handling it better, you got to do it yourself type of thing. But there's some dream or something that is not quite right that I think you need to acknowledge within yourself and try to find that, try to figure out the missing pieces or the missing piece or whatever. But there's some kind of like almost like revelation, within yourself that is recommended regarding the situation. Some kind of like complete change up. If you've been doing something a certain kind of way, you got to shift it all up, try something different. Okay, so, and the other cards that came out for you, you have 67, Wolf Spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. And I think that's what's going on. And I think that's also what's recommended, because I feel like with the Eight of Cups here, this was all knowledge that you've gained, and now you're almost using that and you're wiser, and now wisdom is telling you that there's a better way to do something, there's something else is better for you. Maybe this wasn't quite it, but there's something else that is going to be better for you. And I think knowledge was gained here, and I think you're turning that into the wisdom over here with kind of getting it together and really taking charge, because I feel like you guys are really taking charge in this. You have Phantom Quartz, embrace change, and that's definitely, I think that's with the Tower reverse as well. This is definitely a change up. There's definitely some change happening. So, and I think almost like releasing some kind of fears and like limiting beliefs and everything. Camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. Now, this here is the kind of like more of the past energy, and I think you've definitely learned from it. I definitely think your perception has changed and you are learning. But this is also saying that, sometimes we go through bad things, but we can make new memories. I think whatever is going on here, I think you're going to be making very good memories in the future. And I think it's almost like a leveling up type of energy where this has changed you. You're transforming into maybe a stronger person, maybe somebody who is a little bit more hands-on with certain things. Because I really feel like this could be like career, financial, or things that have to do with, like the abundance of your life. So, flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. And I think this is saying that, because this is very heavy. This is very, very heavy. So maybe you kind of have to like have confidence in yourself and have a little fun, because I don't see any fun here. Let's call it for what it is, guys. There's no fun here. So I think maybe this is saying that you still have to have a little bit of fun within this journey. Then you have North Star, hold your ground and shine bright, unwavering. And this is really going with this energy, because I think you were depleted and you were almost like fighting a fight that wasn't even worth fighting at one point, or you felt maybe it wasn't worth fighting anymore. And I think this is just saying that now you're kind of in a different space, in a different headspace. And I think you need to continue with that. Even if there's going to be a little bit of obstacles and maybe some uncertainty going forward, you definitely need to kind of hold your ground. And then you have even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise. And I believe this was the dark night, and I feel like the sun is rising for you here. And now you have for your affirmation card, you have today I am kind. Today I will make this day count. I will do something kind for someone. And that is beautiful. And sometimes when you help somebody else out, it makes you feel a little bit better. And for the spirit of the dish, you have the straight shooter, which is the spirit of the whip cream, or the quick whip. And that spirit shall be with you during this journey. And okay, so for the dinner and a movie that's recommended for you, you have Mexican food and thriller movies. For the energies that you either need to tap into or be aware of, you have Pisces. And these are kind of like dreamers. It could represent a little bit of illusions. But it's definitely about like kind of having a vision, a little creativity, having a big dream and kind of working towards that dream. You also have Scorpio, and Scorpio, I often see it almost as like the shadow self. It's about transformation and major changes, but it's also about kind of facing the good and the bad within yourself, and really acknowledging that and really working through that to actually become a better person, or even have a deeper understanding of yourself. Because I feel like whatever happened here was not pleasant. So I think some of you might be gaining a deeper understanding, and now this is helping you move or step into a better role or become a stronger person or more capable with dealing with this situation. So you also have Saturn here, and this is about restrictions, responsibilities, and like life lessons. And I definitely think this was some kind of restriction, responsibility, and life lesson all in one for you guys, at least in the beginning. And you'll also have Mercury, and he's about thoughts and communications. So I definitely think you have to watch your thoughts and watch the way you communicate with things. But sometimes this guy goes retrograde, so sometimes all hell breaks loose with him. So there could have been a little bit of miscommunication maybe. So definitely keep aware of that. Now you also have number 5, which is an odd number. So that means a special guest will be answering your questions shortly. Will be the Magic 8 Ball. Think of those questions. He'll be out here in a few minutes. Okay, now you have the cat, and this is the playful cat. And he just wants like fun. See, this kind of goes with that flirt energy here. Extend your lighthearted energy to others, because the cat is kind of playful. He just like, and he even could go with the camera, like make memories. He just wants to have some fun. He wants some cuddle. He wants you to take some pictures, post on your Facebook or your Instagram. He wants to be Insta famous, and he just like wants some snacks and sleeping or whatever. He's just kind of being playful. So I think you guys have been going through a lot of serious stuff. So maybe adding a little fun to the mix won't hurt. And we have passion. And I think some of you are exploring things that you're passionate about. This could be a passion project, or maybe you're just kind of rekindling your passion in something. Because I do think you felt like very out of control and depleted over here. But I think there's a little bit of a spark happening. And maybe that's indicating here with the Tower reverse and the 8 of Cups is that you can, you should like be exploring things that kind of make you feel passionate, or there might be a passion project or something else that you want to do. And it might be a good time to potentially explore that. Okay, so here he is. Think of those questions, and now we shall ask. Oh, mystical, magical 8-ball, the mightiest ball of all the balls in the world. What is the answer to Aquarius's question? It says, very doubtful. There you go, guys. The 8-ball has spoken. I hope you all have a wonderful day, week, month, year, lifetime, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.